We also have what's called simple communication model. It goes like this. So when you want to communicate something, first you encode the message. So, for example, you thinking you want to communicate something. In your mind, it makes sense, but you have to translate it and encode it in a proper sentence or write it as a proper email, right? So encoding is to translate your thoughts, ideas into a language that somebody else will understand, right? Because you're dealing with different stakeholders here. Maybe you're dealing from somebody with another country. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who is not financially savvy, who's not at the same knowledge as you, so you cannot use the same words as you would use for a colleague in accounting. You see, so encoding is actually very important. You need to make sure the person will understand. So encoding the message, choosing a medium. So here, like we said, a meeting, an email, a conference, whatever. Oral, written. All of these are mediums for the message. You need to think about feedback, right? You want to get a response from the person you communicate to that he got the message, he understood the message, and he's going to take action on it. Right? So that's why when you send an email, people reply. Thank you for your reply. That's the feedback part. And then you have what's called distortion. Now this is something heard in audio gear, or when I don't know if you do music or mixing. Distortion is when, or an image can be distorted, is when it is not really true anymore. So the message is distorted. The message can be lost. And then you have noise. These are interference. So for example, when you're on the phone line, there is noise, you cannot hear people properly, you're outside, people can't hear you properly, or simply you have very different personalities, so the message is not understood properly. Okay. Now, I've talked about informal organization a lot. Informal communication is called grapevine. The grapevine. And so if you see this word in the exam, grapevine, we're talking about informal communication. An informal organization is your friends in the company. It's not the relationship of titles and positions in the pyramid of the organization. No. The informal organization is I'm buddy with this. This is my coffee friend. I go to lunch with him. Oh, I'm a friend with the IT guy. And the grapevine is the communication between your friends inside the company. It is very quick, right? It flows. The information flows quickly through friends, through rumors inside the company. It is selective. They don't talk about everything. They are very selective. They are very specific on what they want to talk about. For example, a rumor. So it's not random, and it's always at the place of work.